Hello, in this video I will demonstrate how to complete the CIE Information Technology course 9626 paper 4 examination paper. When you load the exam paper, this was the first page you will see. You can see that the exam board provides you with 4 files. It is always important that you read the instructions on the front because it might give you some information which may help you with the exam paper. Let's start. TTS are preparing for their 10-year anniversary. Create a folder called TTS. I'm going to go to my folder. So over here, and there you can see I have already created a folder called TTS. All images, animations and web pages should be saved in this folder. All files produced must be of a professional standard and suit the business context. All saved file names must contain your candidate details, an area which is very important because many of our students forget to do this. You must use the most efficient method to complete each task. You are required to produce an A4 21 centimeters by 29.7 centimeters. Those are the dimensions of A4. Anniversary image showing 3 colored balloons with the text above and below. Individual images of each balloon should be saved in an open standard vector graphics format. Task 1A. Use a graphics application to create a single balloon. In this demonstration, I will be using Adobe Photoshop. The balloon should be resizable without loss of quality. The balloon should be created from 2 shapes, the body and the neck. The 2 shapes should be combined to make a single shape with a continuous 1-point black line outline. The balloon should have a pure red fill that creates the appearance of a light blue. The light blue is the shiny effect that goes in the top right hand corner where I'm hovering right now. There should be drawing added to look like a piece of string knotted around the neck as shown here. The final balloon should look very similar to the one shown. Save the image as red balloon. So in Photoshop, I'm going to go to File and New. At this point I'm going to leave my canvas size as it is. I can change that later. However, the background contents are going to be transparent, and I'm going to press OK. When I press OK, I have something like this. I'm going to go to the toolbar. I'm going to select the ellipse tool. I'm going to draw a shape out like about there. It's currently black. Okay, we want to change it from black, so I double click in my layer over there and it changes over here. So all I did was I double clicked on there on the color, okay, and I drag my mouse right to the end. I'm going to make sure the red component is 255, all the other components are 0. I press OK. Now what I need to do to this is I need to add the bloom, the shine. So I double click on my layer next to where it says shape 1 and it gives me this menu here. When I get to this menu, I'm going to go to gradient overlay, which is over here. Okay, I'm going to change the blend mode. I'm going to change the style to radial. As you can see, it's turned black. I don't want it to be black. So I'm going to drop this down here, click on this, okay, and I'm going to change these colors. That's black. I need it to be red. Change it to red. Okay, and you can see in the background that my shape has also changed to this color. I press OK. Now I can either go here and move this around like that, or I can do it from here. And as you can see, when I change it, it moves the shape as well. That doesn't look right. Okay, so I'm going to get it to about there. Okay, and with the scale a little bit. Okay, and just double click on this. Yeah, okay, and I think I'm happy with that. I'm going to press OK. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the neck. I'm going to insert a new layer. Then I'm going to go to shapes again, just over here. I'm going to custom shape tool, and what I'm going to do is at the top over here, I've got this here. I'm just going to select the shape that I want. You can make this bigger to make it easier, and the shape that I'm looking for is a triangle, which is here. It's an upside down triangle. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to draw this shape like so. Okay, currently it's not the way I want it, so I'm going to press Ctrl and T to a free transform, and I'm just going to rotate it. It looks like that. Going to bring that in there a little bit. Okay, currently it's using the gradient, which I don't want, so I'm going to double click on, I'm going to press the T first and press apply. I'm going to click on this here, change it to full red. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the shape layer, the shape 1 layer, on top of the other layer, but I need to press the black arrow again to apply it. It's going to move that there, and as you can see, oh, it's a bit like this. Okay, I'm going to press Ctrl D to deselect. Okay, there we go. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to make it so that this is one shape. However, as you can see from here, I seem to have lost my bloom, so I'm going to just go back into this shape here. Okay, I'm going to click on shape 1. I'm going to do gradient overlay, and when I click on gradient overlay, I've got this. It's got to be radial. Okay, and I want to select red. Use a color. It's going to be red, 0 green, 0 blue. Press OK. Press OK again. If I was to choose linear, I'd get something like that. Now, for this particular scenario, I can do that as well. Okay, but radial does is that. If I go to angle, it gives me that. I don't want angle. If I go to reflected, okay, reflected again, it doesn't give me what I really want. If I go to diamond, it'll give me a diamond shape like that. I'm going to select this here. I'm going to check. There we go. I'm going to select linear. Okay, and you can see my balloon is starting to take shape. I press OK, and it looks like that. I'm going to go back into the same menu, and I'm going to go to the next part is where I want to add the line on the outside. So I click on stroke, and you can see the lines appeared. However, this is going to be 1. Okay, and it is going to be a black line, and it's going to be cut. Okay, I'm going to press OK, and I also need the same for the bottom half. Okay, so I'm just simply going to click on that. Going to double click over here, go to stroke, make it the same one, press OK. You should have something like this at this stage. Okay, now right click here, I'm going to merge the layers so it all becomes one. I still have one aspect left to do, and that's the string around the neck and the string hanging down. In order to do this, I'm going to select the pencil tool from here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in by pressing Ctrl and plus on my keyboard, and I'm just going to draw a line across like so. Zoom out, let me see how it looks. That looks too thick, so I'm going to zoom in again. I'm going to get rid of that line. Okay, I'm going to use this pencil tool again, but this time I'm going to reduce the size of my pencil because it's too thick, so I'm going to reduce it to 2. Okay, and I'm just going to draw the lines across. Like so. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, and then simply just there. So the pencil tool wasn't working for me, so I'm just going to get the brush tool. I'm going to make the brush really thin. I'm going to draw a line across like so. Another one about there. Another one there. And then just from the edge here, I'm just going to make a little bit of a curve to make it look like a line. Zoom out. And there is my first balloon complete. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, Save As. I must save it inside my TTS folder. So I'm going to go to my TTS folder. I'm going to call this red underscore balloon. Okay, I'm going to press OK, save. Now to change the color of this, I'm going to double click on here, go to the gradient overlay, and from gray, let's change it to use the color blue. And we have done the balloon there, but this time what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to do that line again. So to the line again, I'm just going to get the brush tool again. Oh, I also need a line on the outside, so double click, stroke, make it 1. Okay, zoom out. Brush tool, just I'm going to save that. File, save as, call this one blue balloon. Okay, save. And then again, same thing. Just go to shape, go to gradient overlay. Let's change the color. This time it's going to be green. Okay, okay, you can see it's changed there. Press OK. File, save as. This one green balloon. And click on save. Now you have 3 balloons saved. Let's have a look at the exam question. Okay, duplicate the balloons to create a pure green balloon. Save the image as a green balloon. Repeat the process to create a pure blue balloon. Now this is something I didn't check, so I just need to go and check that the color I selected was pure green and was pure blue. So all I'm going to do is double click here, go to the gradient overlay, go to the color here, make sure this was, nope, it's not, so I'm going to make this 255 and this should be 0 as well. Click on OK. Okay, okay, so I'm going to save that file, save. I'm just going to open the blue one. I'm going to do the same thing to that, make sure it's pure blue. So that should be 0, 5, okay. Sorry for the long pause, I got slightly distracted, but I'm back now. So, it says create a new image using 3 balloons. Place the balloons in order red, green and blue, positioned as shown below. So we're going to have red, green and blue. Okay, so for the next part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a canvas which is size A4. It's 21 centimeters by 29.7 centimeters. So in Photoshop, I'm going to go to File, New, and this is in pixels at the moment, so I want to change it to centimeters. Okay, 21 by 29.7. So 21 by 29.7. It's going to be transparent again. I'm going to leave the resolution as it is and the color mode. I'm going to press OK. It gives me a page like this. I need to insert all 3 of the balloons, starting with the red. So I'm going to go to File, Open, because my red balloon is closed. Okay, and using the selection tool, just going to select that, going to copy it, edit, copy, and then I'm going to go to the layer I just created and Control V. There is my first balloon. I'm just going to put him over here. Okay, I'm going to insert a new layer. Just inserted 2 new layers. I'm going to go layer 2, and I'm going to go to the blue balloon, and it's already selected, so I'm going to go to edit. It's not selected, sorry, so I need to select it. I'm going to edit and copy, then go to the same document here. Whilst I'm on layer 2, I'm going to go edit and paste. Ah. So I'm just going to rewind a little bit. I'm going to go back to my green balloon, because it's got to be red, green and blue. Okay, I'm going to use the selection tool to select the area I want. I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to select copy merged. Then I'm going to go back to my document here, and on layer 2 I'm going to paste it. It gives me the green balloon there. I'm just going to move it along a little bit. I'm going to sort the order out in a minute once I brought the other balloon in as well. Next I'm going to go to the blue. Again, it's already selected. I'm going to go to edit, copy merged, and on layer 3 I'm going to paste it. So I've got my 3 balloons. I just need to make them so that they are now the same shape or same layout as the exam paper. So I've got R, G, B. Okay, red, green and blue. So this is what I'm going to do. Just going to move the layers around. Just going to bring this into the same window so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's go to layer 1. Layer 1 has got to be at the top. Okay, I'm just going to bring this over here like so. Okay, this is the blue one, layer 3. I'm going to move that up here like so. But this is on top there. Okay, like that. Now you can see it's looking kind of similar. Okay, I have noticed that my strings at the bottom aren't the same, but I'm not too fussed right now because I'm not doing the exam. But you can see I've done it here for this one, but I didn't do it for the others, and I'm just rushing ahead. Okay, so I've got the balloons in the location that I wanted them, just like it is shown here. Okay, and it says add the text TTS is 10 to a curved path above the balloons. So I've selected the text tool, and I can see my layers over here. There's a T there, and my cursor is blinking here. I'm typing TTS is 10 exclamation mark. I'm going to highlight the text like so. Okay, now I need to make it a little bit bigger. Let's take it to 54. Just move it across a little bit like that. Okay, and if I double click in the T area at the top over here, got this option here, and it's the warp text. I'm going to choose an arc. I'm going to press OK. Just going to bring the text down a bit by selecting a black arrow, so it's about there. Okay, let me look at the exam paper. Okay, it's about right, I would say. Change the font style if I really want to. Change it to Comic Sans. If Comic Sans is here, and it is, okay, just gonna move it across a little bit like so. There we have that. Okay, next the question says, oh, the text should be in a black script font, and it is. Add the text, a big thank you to all our loyal customers. The text should be red with a black outline. The final image should be similar to the one shown. Save the image as TTS10. So the text down here, it needs to be red with a black outline. Okay, and it's got to have that text there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new layer. Okay, and I'm going to choose the text tool again. And I'm just going to write my text out. So the text was, a big thank you to all our loyal clients. A big thank you to all our loyal customers. It's very big. Okay, I'm just going to highlight it and reduce the size. About 24. Okay, I'm just going to look at how it looks here. So a big thank you to is on one line, all our loyal clients is on another. Now I'm going to do exactly the same, pressing enter there. Use the black arrow, just move this above here. Okay, I think I should make it a little bit bigger, so I will. Say 36. Yeah, that's about right. Put that over here. Okay, now the text needs to be red with a black outline. So again, I'm just going to double click on this line over here. Okay, the stroke needs to be black. Okay, but the stroke is very thick, so I'm going to make that 1. Okay, and the color, the fill type color is going to be red. Press OK, so it looks like that. Press OK again, and I think I'm done. If I look at the question, looks like that. So all I'm going to need to do now is I'm going to have to save this image as TTS10. Okay, then export a copy of the image in a bitmap format with a transparent background. So to do that, I've already got a transparent background. Okay, I'm going to go to File, Save As, and I'm going to save the original Photoshop file as well. I'm just going to call it TTS10. Save. Then I'm going to go to File, Save As. Okay, I'm going to call it TTS10 again, but this time it's going to be a bitmap format. So I'm going to select bitmap. Okay, click on Save. Leave it as 24-bit. Okay, because they've not asked us to change the color depth, and that's that question done. Thank you for listening. I will do the next part, which will be labeled part 2.